In this video, we are going to be talking about quite possibly the biggest patch we've gotten to MLB The Show 20 this far. People have been asking for some sort of patch, some sort of, adjustment to the hitting in the game, because let's be real, it's been super inconsistent. I pointed out in almost every single video. You guys are probably tired of it by this point, but it's a major problem in the game. The hitting is just simply way too inconsistent. You can't get better with the current feedback system that they have in place. It just doesn't help you. And now MLB The Show has released a patch with a much deeper feedback system, and in theory, it should help answer some questions and clear up some confusion on why certain hits are happening and why things drop when maybe it doesn't look like they should. Now, I don't know if this patch is good. I have not played online yet. The first game I'm going to play online with this patch is going to be the Angel in the Outfield video, which will be out later today. I'm also going to be live on Twitch later tonight, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be playing some of the event, maybe some ranked, just to kind of get my feet wet with this patch. So if you want to see some gameplay there, head on over to the stream tonight. But this patch is live. You can start playing with this stuff right now. So this is on theshownation.com. These are the detailed patch notes, and this is what you are going to be expecting to see when you hop on the game at some point today or within the next couple days. So, update 113, introducing the new swing analysis window. So this GIF right here, I can kind of put it over here in the center of the screen. You can now see that there's two different parts of the PCI feedback, and there are new things in there that we haven't seen before. There's the batter's attributes against the pitcher that he's facing, or the handedness of the pitcher that he's facing. You've got a swing timing meter now. You've got launch angle. You've got the park with wind conditions, but wind is off in online games anyway, so that doesn't really matter. But there's a lot of new things here, so let's go ahead and read the patch notes and break it down. The intention of the swing analysis window, first and foremost, is to help gamers determine where they can improve. Our approach was to recreate the window to conveniently present more essential information to the user all in one place. This led to auditing all the information itself, as well as how the information was arrived at. That sounds good to me. The tool is supposed to be there to use to help get better at the game. Right now, it doesn't really do that. It's too inconsistent, doesn't make a lot of sense. So, the previous swing analysis window lacked critical information to tell a story about how inputs arrived at the hits players were seeing, with a lot of important information scattered throughout different sections of the user interface and menus. Also, the arrangement of what limited information did pop up would often result in misinterpretation and confusion. Exactly. It didn't make sense. Plain and simple. And now for the new. With the new swing analysis window, we hope to help users understand the context of why the hit happened. There are so many inputs determining any play result, so we focused on covering the most essential information in an intuitive way. So this is a look at what you're going to be seeing on your PCI feedback when you get on the game today. You now have the attributes of the hitter up here. So Mookie Betts is at the plate. He's got his contact, his power, and his vision against right-handed pitching, because that's who he's going to be facing. You've got the swing timing meter now, so if you get it right there in the middle, that's probably the perfect range, I would assume. You got the ballpark down here with wind conditions, because yes, sometimes you get a perfect, but if you hit it to, that little corner of Fenway Park, that's going to go out in other parks. That's just baseball. You can't really avoid that. Then you've got the output with launch angle now and exit velocity, and then you've got your actual result down here underneath the swing plane. Only question I have here really is launch angle. Is the only thing determining launch angle where we put our PCI? Because I don't really know if there's a full way to control that. I don't know. I guess it's just where you put your PCI. So now jumping into more of the details here, the most essential inputs are on the left and will pop up on ball bat contact. This info includes the batter's handedness. I'll finally know if I'm using a righty. The batter's contact, power, and vision. Okay, so just the attributes, which might actually be a good thing to throw up there, because sometimes people forget. They complain about the guy that they're hitting with, and then they're realizing like, oh, he's only got 40 power. Improve the user's swing timing input with a precision scale visualization. So that's just the swing timing bar. That's, you get it in the middle, you get perfect. Pitch location with the pitch type and speed. Note that location is by far the most important. You also have the user's plate coverage input, which is what we already had before, and the new ballpark and wind occasionally impact the play result. Note, we've primarily focused on inputs to bat ball contact. Some important inputs not shown would include the swing type, so power, normal, or contact, gameplay settings, so like Hall of Fame, legend, and then defensive, personnel, and positioning. Some outputs and results info will slide out to the right post-play. That info includes the new launch angle in degrees, the exit velocity at bat ball contact, contact result generalization, and the scorebook result. As we said, we also want to make sure there wasn't any misleading feedback, and that led us to making improvements to contact results feedback. Here we go. We've re-engineered the contact result feedback, now found in the bottom right of the new swing analysis window. So right here in the bottom right, this is going to tell you if you have a good swing, okay, blah, blah, blah. The reworked contact result system rates your hit as a combination of miles per hour and launch angle. Take note of how the combination of the two alter the result. For example, each hit type has a different threshold for good, okay, and weak that reflect their average and slugging value in baseball. Line drives have a lower mile per hour threshold to qualify as good because their launch angle gives them a high potential of being a hit or a double. Whereas high flies have a higher threshold to qualify because they give fielders a lot more time to reach the ball than a line drive or medium fly ball. It's normal for a line drive and high fly to land in the same spot but be rated differently. I think that's a fair point. The new system accounts for these nuances in a more reliable way. Better hitters should now generate more good hits, and good hits are more consistently valuable than they were in the previous system, and now there is more separation between the good, okay, and weak categories. That is huge. Let me read that again because that is very important. Better hitters should now generate more good hits, and good hits are more consistently valuable than they were in the previous system, and there is now more separation between the good, okay, and weak categories. Also remember, the contact result does not factor in the stadium and wind or fielding and running ability. So far so good. All I'm looking for is just a little bit of consistency. If you tell me that what I'm doing is going to be very similar to what I'm going to do on another at-bat with a similar swing in a similar situation, that is all I'm looking for. In italics right here, it says, fun fact, apart from good, okay, and weak, your hit can also be rated bunt, missed, corkscrew, checked, broken bat, foul tip, perfect, way inside, way outside, popped, chopped, jammed, rolled over, and out in front. Many of the descriptions are special subsets of weak. For example, jammed is an important feedback because it drops your swing power significantly even on perfect PCI placement. Okay, I think we knew that. In the pitcher batter analysis, you can see for yourself how each category performed using the result filter. In testing, we found contact good consistently hit around 600 on the average, with most hits being extra bases, whereas okay averaged just over half of that and a few extra bases. Perfect hits generally average 850, slightly higher or lower based on batter power due to home runs. Okay, so just breaking that down because there's a couple other things we got to talk about with these patch notes, but that's pretty much what we got for hitting. Now, one thing to be very, very clear about, hitting itself was not tweaked. There was no changes to like average exit velocities or like batting average, anything like that. Hitting was not touched, the feedback was touched. And I'm not saying if this is good or bad because I have not played the game yet. I have to play it for myself. But I've always wondered, what if the hitting itself has been good, but the feedback system has been broken? Maybe everything works the way it's supposed to when it comes to actually just hitting the ball with your user input, but the feedback doesn't provide accurate information. If that's the case, this should, in theory, make that a lot better. So hopefully it results in some good stuff, but getting deeper into these patch notes right here, updates to BR. 2 new updates are now live in BR. First, all BR entries are free until June 26th. Start practicing your draft strategy as we approach the first tournament in MLB The Show 20. The second update in BR focuses on the 2 diamond player rounds, and this change will be in effect for the summer circuit tournament. So now in the first diamond round, you're getting 99 to 97 overall players, and in the second diamond rounds, you're getting 90 overall to 96 overall players. The updated diamond rounds mean you will see better squads with these higher caliber players, and more importantly, improved balance between the users' drafts. So BR is now free. You don't get a pack from it, but as you can see it says free to enter up there, and instead of getting the pack, you're getting a common player, because they're not just gonna give you a free pack. Going into the rest of the patch notes here, it says, and finally, additional fixes in-game. Several fixes made to outfielders reacting to and catching balls in the outfield and or near the wall. Hallelujah, dude. Anytime you make it easier to make plays at the wall in this game, I'm gonna be a big fan. We also got fixed an issue that would cause the player to lose control of the defensive fielder after throwing to a base in a rundown situation, okay? Fixed a bug that would cause runners to appear like they're skating while running to the base in certain situations. Fixed a bug where the base runner would move up a base when the batter attempts to drag butt while simultaneously hit by a pitch. Fixed an issue where commentary would not play for pitcher substitutions. Fixed a bug where the pitching meter line would not turn red on early or late throws, and then fixed a few scenarios where the ball would appear to warp into gloves on pickups and catches. This is an interesting one right here. Next up, we've got ranked seasons pitcher energy balance. Removed energy regeneration for starting pitchers that pitched in the current game, and slightly increased energy regeneration for all pitchers that did not pitch in the current game. So does that mean more people are going to use Kluber out of the pen or less? I don't know, whatever. Graphics and performance fixed an issue causing FPS slowdowns in all stadiums in certain situations. So like I said, I will be playing Angel in the outfield for my first game on this new patch, so make sure to keep an eye out for the Angel in the outfield video coming out later today. I'm also going to be live on Twitch, 5 p.m. Pacific, so make sure to come swing by if you want to see some gameplay of the new patch on there. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think of the patch. Do you think this is going to help things? Do you think this is going to break things even more? What are your thoughts and opinions? If you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up on it. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with all the MLB The Show videos coming out. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.